Welcome back to Tightwad Workshop. Here in Australia we call this a tap, or maybe a water tap if we want to be very specific. Where you live you might call it a faucet, or a spigot, or maybe even a hose. Whatever you call them, they have two areas where they can generally develop leaks, and this one has both of them. In this video we'll show you how to fix these kind of leaks. Before we do anything else, we want to shut off the water to all of the taps in the house. We need to turn the handle this way to shut the water off. Next we need to open the tap to release any residual water pressure. Now we need to unscrew this part, which is called the bonnet for some reason. This particular one has a set of 13/16 inch nut flats here. It's always better to use the correct fixed size spanner for this if you have one, rather than using an adjustable spanner. Now we want to unscrew this, so remember, lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. Once we have the bonnet removed from the tap, we can see the remains of the old tap washer. Sometimes you can extract that with your fingers, but you'll usually need some long-nose pliers to remove it. The rubber seal's pulled off the plug, so we'll need to fish it out with the pliers as well. Let's take this inside to the workbench and have a look at how these things work. I found this old tap body in my scrap brass bucket, so let's pop it in the vise, saw it in half and see how it works. This might take a while, so here's some soothing music to listen to while we work. I'm just as surprised as you are at how neatly that cut worked out. So the water enters the tap body through here, then passes through this hole and finally out through the spout. If I fit the bonnet back in position, you can see how turning the handle lowers the tap washer to block off the hole. If we turn the handle in the other direction, it lifts the washer away from the hole and allows the water to flow. So the dripping out of the spout of the tap was caused by this damaged tap washer. Dripping out of the spout might also be caused by damage to this area around the hole, which is called the valve seat. If the valve seat gets scratched or chipped, then sometimes you can use one of these dome-shaped washers to make the tap work again. These make their seal by squashing the dome washer against the edges of the hole, rather than pressing down flat onto the valve seat. They usually work okay, but they will wear out more quickly than a regular flat washer. The alternative fix for a damaged valve seat is to use a tap reseating tool like this. You use this tool by screwing this part into the bonnet thread of the tap body, then winding the cutter into position and turning the T-handle. If you're careful, you'll end up with a nice clean valve seat in the tap body. This packet of spare parts contains 10 sets of seals for fixing this kind of tap. I'll start by removing the old bonnet seal washer, since we have a new replacement one on hand. It looks like someone used Teflon tape around the threads on this bonnet, which isn't necessary if the seal washer's in good condition. The second leak on our tap was caused by a worn-out O-ring around the tap handle. To replace that, we need to wind the handle through the bonnet as far as it'll go. Then we can remove and replace the O-ring. There's probably an easier way to remove these old O-rings, but cutting through them with a knife works pretty well for me. Once we've made the cut, it's simple to remove. Next we'll use some of this lubricant around the O-ring slot. Just squeeze a good-sized blob into the slot. Don't worry too much about spreading it around. That'll happen automatically when we refit it to the bonnet. Now we'll go ahead and fit the new O-ring. These can sometimes put up a bit of a fight. Once that's done, we can wind the handle back into the bonnet, fit our new sealing washer, insert our new tap washer, then take the bonnet assembly outside to refit it to the tap. We'll use our 13/16 inch spanner again, but this time it's righty-tighty. It's a good idea to support the tap with your free hand while you tighten the bonnet, otherwise you might pull the tap body away from the wall. Now I'll turn the tap off, then go back to the front of the house to switch the water back on again. So there you have it, both our leaks are fixed again. I hope this has been helpful for you. That's all for now. Thanks for watching.
Tightwad Workshop is filmed in front of a live studio audience.
This is your job, Dodo.